What's going on there, guys? It's Mac. Hope you guys are well. Today we're doing a pickups video for all of my pickups of the last few months. I would say it's probably covers October, November and December, and a little bit of January as well. So let's just say it covers those areas. I can't say exactly for sure because I tend to pick up a lot of things throughout the year, and I always tend to forget to do these videos, and as a result I just have a bunch of games that I can't remember when I did if I did it on camera or not, if I showed them. So I know Doom Eternal, I've completed that now. It's a brilliant game, a really cool shooter, but I can't remember if I did this on my last pickups, but I thought I'd show it. And yeah, I mean, I tend to buy a bunch of games because I tend to like pick up one set and I try to make it so that it's all of the complete series. So for example, Oddworld New and Tasty is the original remake of the very first Oddworld on the PS1, and I picked it up, and I've also decided to just pick up all of the variations on the Switch, so I have it all in one system. I'm going to sell the ones that I got on the PS1, and I'm going to sell the one that I've got on the original Xbox. It's nice to finally have those ported over. I tend to try and find the one system that has them all, rather than, you know, picking up different franchise series in different consoles. I tend to try to keep it together, so it's quite hard to do sometimes. For example, Metro Redux doesn't tend to be, the third one's not on the Switch, so I tend to have to separate it out. But just a few examples like that. But anyway, I've got New and Tasty, Oddworld's Abe's Odyssey. Really want to play that one. Got Munch's Odyssey as well. Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. And I've also got Stranger's Wrath on the Switch. It's still coming in the post, but I've got that one as well. It covers all the variations of Oddworld. So even the new one that's going to come out, which is meant to be a remake of the part 2, Oddworld Abe's Exodus, is meant to be the second one, so there's going to be a reimagining of that one coming out on the Switch as well. So I'm going to pick that up and I'll have them all on the Switch, basically. So I'm hoping that's going to come on the Switch, because at the moment it seems like it's a PS5 exclusive for console wise as well as the PC, so I want to get that all physically on the Switch. So hopefully that'll come out, and they're really good deals actually, because I know these games can be, for the Switch, can be quite expensive sometimes. I mean, New and Tasty didn't even come out on the actual Xbox or PS1 in physical form. I think PS4 got like a really limited release, and it was really hard to get hold of, but the Xbox didn't even have one, a normal retail release. So to get this physically as well is quite hard work. So, and this was like on the Switch, it was brand new from Amazon Prime for £23, £22, around that. So they're really good deals. So I just thought, you know what, let's just pick them up and, you know, have a look at it. Here we go, the physical cartridge right there. Nice. And let's check out the other one. Yeah, so this one's cool. It's got a little booklet inside as well. It's not really a booklet, it's more like a leaflet, but I think it's just to show the different languages it comes in. Oddworld Munch's Odyssey is already in English. The language DLCs do not apply to English speaking players. So that's just a DLC for different languages. And the cartridge is right there. It's really cool to have them physically up to like a new system as well. Up until this point, this was pretty much stuck on the original Xbox, and Stranger's Wrath was stuck on the original Xbox as well, so it's nice to have them ported over. So these two, I've got Stranger's Wrath as well, and I've also going to pick up the newer one that's going to come out for the PS5 and PC at the moment, but let's hopefully come to the Switch, and I'll pick it up for the Switch, and then I'll have the full set. Again, it's my OCD that I need to get all the full set of any game so I can play it from the beginning all the way to the current one. If it's like a remake or a reimagining, or it's like a very heavily updated version, like a HD port, like say Final Fantasy VII, I'll probably play the remake and start from there if I haven't played the original one, because there's just no point going back to the original one if I don't have no nostalgia for it. And in this case, Oddworld, I don't have the nostalgia for it. I haven't played the original ones, but I've always been told that it's a brilliant game, and I've always wanted to play it, and I love platformers, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing those, and it's good to have them all on a modern system. Contra, this was like 12 quid for the Switch. Rogue Corps. It's not the best Contra game, I understand it, but it's a 4-player shoot 'em up, almost like a twin stick shooter, so it should be interesting, should be fun. I tend to like those type of games anyway. So yeah, just picked it up. It's 12 quid, man. It's on the sale. I just realized that I didn't open up Contra Rogue Corps, and I just found out something really awesome. So inside you've got a really cool alternative cover, reverse side. So first of all, you've got some bonus content on here. So it's behind this, there's a little label. Got some bonus footage, bonus content there, 2 t-shirts. Quite a nice little piece there. Got the instruction manual of some sort. Just different languages, I believe. But check that out. That is so cool. It's like a retro inspired cover there. Basically it's the same as this one right here. But yeah, you can reverse that. You can have that cover if you want, or you can have this cover, which is a bit more generic. Actually quite pumped to play this game now. Looking really good. So yeah, I also got Metro Redux. I was sort of deciding whether I should buy this on the original, on the Xbox One or the PS4. I tend to buy most of my third-party games on the original, on the Xbox One. And I was really deciding, I wasn't sure, but then I ended up going for the Switch version because I just really want really good quality shooters that are not sort of like hampered by the settings. So you know, like how Doom Eternal definitely took a hit when it came to the Switch port, and you could play it on the Xbox with the 4K assets and stuff like that. This was a remaster, but it was a remaster done, and it was ported to the Switch, and it's from a original, it's from a PS3, Xbox 360 era game. So to me, they look really good on a Switch, and it's portable and it's handheld. You could play it on the TV as well, and it's just the fact that it's a really cool shooter, third-party shooter on the Switch is what I tend to go for when it comes to the Switch. So let's have a look. Yeah, we've got the cartridge in there. So really cool to have those 2 games. There's Metro Redux 2033 and Metro Last Light, Metro Redux Last Light. So you got 2 games over there, as you can see, all on the Switch. Brilliant. And I picked up the third one on the Xbox because it's not been released anywhere else. Well, it's been on our PS5, but not on the PC, but not on the Nintendo Switch. So I thought I'd get that physically there. And that'll be my third trilogy. So that I can do. I mean, I can do like the first 2 and then the third one on a different system if it's like that. So then when we come back to, again, when it comes to remasters, again, this is another PS3 title that was released originally on PS3 and Xbox 360. It's been remastered and put over to the Switch, and I think it's a brilliant port of it from what I've seen from the reviews and stuff. So definitely looking forward to playing this one. I know that it's just a deal. It's just a yeah, it's also a physical copy as well, so that's really cool. So what's also cool about this is that this came out on the PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, and it's all cross-compatible. So I believe it's cross-compatible with the PC as well. So but with every other console, so Xbox One players, Xbox PS4 players and PS5 players, Xbox One, Xbox Series X players, all the PC players and the Nintendo Switch players can all play online with each other because it's all cross-play. So that's really cool. It's really nice to see EA do something like that, and they're finally putting out quality games from their back library on here. And got the little leaflet there as well telling you the controls, and you got the cartridge right there. The cartridge is a bit on the plain side, but you know, it is there. It's cool. And that's the leaflet just showing a bit of the controls. It's quite nice to see. I like when they use that little bit there to put stuff. But yeah, nice little spine as well. I don't know if you can see that there. But yeah, Need for Speed Remaster on the Switch. I thought I'd grab it there because it looks really cool. And it's also a PS3, Xbox 360 Gen system game, so it's going to look phenomenal on the Switch, and it won't be gimped by it being like a slightly weaker system. So it's really cool for that. I also got quite excited about the Injustice games recently. I just thought they were brilliant games, and they're basically really highly underrated. So I decided to pick them all up. I've got the More Combat versus DC Universe, which was the original one that started it off a while ago, and then this came out a lot later. They rebranded it to Injustice: Gods Among Us. A really cool steelbook, as you can see. And this one actually has like DLC fighters with Scorpion, as well as a couple of more additional characters that are not part of the DC universe, which is really cool to play with. Obviously, if you play this one, it has all of them on there. So what I did, I managed to pick up Injustice on the Xbox 360, got More Combat versus DC Universe, and then also the latest one, which was Injustice 2 Day 1 edition for the Xbox One. This one's really cool. It's a nice steelbook Day 1 edition. Comes with a few little extra bits and pieces. Got the little coin there, as you can see, and a few extra pieces there. You've got the coin there and the card there. It's really cool, fancy. And you've got the disc over there as well. So very nice little package. This one's for the Xbox One, and then obviously it comes with all the DLC fighters on there, so all the little additional bits and pieces. And I also picked it up for the Steam with all the characters as well, so I got the portable version of that. And so this is my Injustice collection, so I'll get that completed so that I have all the full set of it. And it's nice. This one got Sub-Zero in it for More Combat, and this one obviously has Scorpion in it, and I think this one also has Raiden as well, so quite cool. And this one, if you want to play with all the More Combat characters, it's really cool that they've worked that into this game. And it's nice to have them all in this franchise where it's sort of like a mesh between, you know, superheroes as well as DC characters. Quite nice. So next is the Ultra Street Fighter 4. I picked it out finally for physical for the Xbox 360. I didn't have this one for a long time on the Xbox 360. I've always had it on the other systems, the PS4, and I had it on my laptop, for my PC, but I thought I'd pick it up here because obviously it's backwards compatible. So I've got all the Street Fighter variations of Street Fighter 4 now on the Xbox because this is backwards compatible, so it's brilliant. Pop this disc in, installs on my Xbox One, and it works brilliantly. And it's called Blood Wake. Really cool game. From what I saw, it looks like a really cool like Twisted Metal style game, but on boats. So I thought I'd pick that up. Got a really nice copy for for relatively cheap, under £5, and it came with a nice little poster sort of booklet as well. Crisis 3, I've got 1, 2 now. I got the 1 remastered on the Xbox One digital store. I picked up 2 a while ago, and I've got part 3 as well now, all installed on my Xbox One, so I can play them all across my Xbox Series X, S in the future as well. So it's nice to have them 3. I'm working through that trilogy at the moment, starting with the first one and playing my way through that game. Picked up this was on sale for quite cheap on the online digital store, so I picked that one up, and I thought I'll grab the physical copy as well. So this is the physical version of it, but I don't need to play that, whereas I've got it installed digitally on my Xbox One now. So I think it was like less than £5, so I got that. This is Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. It's one of the other variations. I got this Street Fighter 4 as well. This is a different variation. It comes with this little bonus disc. The ties that bind bonus disc. Got a nice little booklet here as well, collector's hint book. Very nice little book. Let's have a look. It's got nice little characters here, nice artwork. It's very nice. So it comes with 2 discs. Obviously you got the 2 discs over here, the game, and then you got this bonus disc. And yeah, so it's nice to have that. There's a slightly different variation on the cover. It came with these 2 characters. So this is what it came in a massive set, but I didn't want to grab that entire box. But these 2 characters were part of that set with this game. So you've got the Ryu there, and you've got the other character there as well. It's quite cool. I also picked up Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. Gone really cheap for the Xbox One. I think it was like less than about £12–15. A lot of these games were like very cheap, so I tend to grab them. again from the Street Fighter 4, trying to get the different variants of Street Fighter 4. I never noticed this one before. This was a Street Fighter 4 cardboard edition with Ken at the front, which I think is quite unique because it's usually Ryu that gets the cover, as you can see here. But I thought I'll grab this one because it came up as quite an oddity and never noticed it. And you've got the game inside, but it's a standard Street Fighter 4. By the sleeve edition. Again, unless you come across it, you don't know what to search for these things. So I never bothered to search for it. I was searching for other stuff, and then suddenly this showed up, and I was like, I never noticed this was available, so I thought I'd pick it up. But really cool to have that. Another sleeve edition was this one, Super Street Fighter 4. So this one's really cool. We've got a nice sleeve artwork on the sleeve here with Ryu and Ken, and that's the back there. I don't know if you can see that. And then you got the front, original front inside the disc, and the back is still the same. So really cool to have that sleeve, different sleeve, couple sleeve variants of Street Fighter 4. I want to get all the variants of Street Fighter 4, and I think I've got most of them pretty much. I picked up this one. This was Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Gold Edition. Just picked it up for cheap. It was, I think, £8 or something, and I got Black Ops 4 as well. Nice to have that. As far as I know, Call of Duty games on the newer system tend to be 2 players. For example, Black Ops 3, and it says 1 to 2 players locally, split screen right there. This one says 1 to 4 players. So I'm interested whether it's actually split screen 4 players, or if it's the fact that it's some sort of zombie mode where it's 4 players. I can't imagine the actual game will be 4 players, but if it is, that's really cool. But yeah, I thought I'd grab these. I think I got the digital version of this already on the PS4. That will move on to my PS5. I thought I'd grab this as well, so that completes the Black Ops franchise. I've got the previous ones on the previous systems, like Black Ops 2 and the Xbox 360. This one I picked up as well. I just realized I didn't have this one. I had it on my PC all this time, but never had a physical copy on the console. So I thought I'd grab that. It's the complete edition, Mortal Kombat. Came out quite a while ago. What's cool about this is that you get to play as Kratos from God of War. So that's really cool. And you get these additional 4 characters over here, including Freddy Krueger. So a really nice copy of that. And nice to have that on the PS3. I forgot to mention, I picked up these really cool controller covers from Project Design and Beneglow. So you've got like this is the Switch Joy-Cons. This is a tight, clean version of it. So it takes up very minimal space but protects the controller when you have it in your bag. Very cheap, these controller covers. As you can see, this is the original Xbox Elite controller pad cover. A lot more beefier in comparison, but it's cool to have these. They basically mold right across the controller. And this is the Switch one, Project Design for the Nintendo Switch. So you've got that one as well. Comes with this little nice sort of wrist strap as well. And I've also picked up, in preparation, a PS5 controller cover. As you can see, it's got the new controller indentation for the PS5 controller. So that's nice to have that in preparation. But yeah, really cool to have those as well. They are very cheap for Amazon. You can pick them up for Amazon and eBay. They're about 10 quid. Some of them are a bit cheaper. And if you get the ones that are non-branded, they tend to be a lot cheaper. But I wanted to get these ones. They look a lot more cleaner, so they tend to be a bit more expensive, especially if you go for the UK sellers. But if you buy them from China and stuff, it will take a while to come here, but it'll be slightly cheaper. So I got the Wingman converter. This is like a Brook adapter for the Sega Saturn and Dreamcast. I mean, check out what that can do. It can play these new system controllers on the previous console. So that's really cool to have. So it's a good way to play your modern controllers on an older system. I've got the ones for the PS2 as well. They allow you to play newer system controllers as well as fight sticks on the PS2 wirelessly as well as wired. This one does the same for the Sega Saturn and just Sega Dreamcast. So it's really cool to have them both previous systems updated with the newer gen controllers. So you can play Switch controller, Switch Pro controllers, Joy-Cons. I believe Joy-Cons will work as well, but Switch Pro controllers. You can play Xbox One controllers, PS5 controllers, Xbox Series X controllers, PS4 controllers. I'm not sure about PS5 controllers, but PS4 controllers will definitely work. And Xbox, all controllers should work as well. Series X should work as well. It's cool to have that. Anyway, guys, if you didn't catch my Christmas special, do check it out. It was a really cool video we did with my good mates, and it was a really cool video, a nice way to end the season and end the year of 2020. I'm glad it was, the year's finished now. So do check out those videos, and stay tuned for more videos to come in 2021. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching that video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the pickup video for the first pickups video of 2021. And this sort of includes all the pickups from the previous last 3 months. So I believe October, November and December of 2020, and my January pickups of 2021. I've got the new 8-bit dough arcade stick as well, arriving in January 2021. It should be in a couple of weeks because that's when it gets released. I'm looking forward to doing a review on that. Yeah, stay tuned for the new videos to show up in the coming few weeks, and I'll try and get a lot more videos out. I know I've been skipping a few videos. Usually I get 1 video out every week, so I will try and get back to that schedule. Until next time, take care guys, this is Mac. Peace out.